other than the exhaust leak on the manifold, the exhaust leak in the rear of the truck, she's been running rough for no reason. We put the shop put a new IAC valve in it, or not valve, sensor. I got map sensor coming for it, and I got a TPS sensor coming for it. I just put bottle of high engine mileage repair in it. It's two parts. Aids in protection, stops leaks, noise, and smoking. Reduces performance, restores performance, not reduces. That'd be bad. Restores performance, increases compression and horsepower. High mileage engine repair. I've used it for years. I just gotta have been using it for a while. And put a bottle of red ISO heat, injector cleaner, and fuel and water remover, premium fuel line antifreeze. Put that in the fuel tank. Chased it with a bottle of Techron complete fuel system repair. Maximizes economy, lost engine power, reduces rough idle, protects against corrosion, and prevents spark plug fouling. So, now it's not something that's going to probably work right off the bat. It might, depending on where it sits in the fuel tank. We're going to turn it around and see what happens. Doesn't do it right away. It takes like sometimes a couple minutes. All what you would be doing is revving up high. You gotta let it warm up a bit. Good on this side, you can hear the manifold leak. We got exhaust coming out the tailpipes. Ironically, it's funny too, because it's funny that the steam is coming out of there, because if I go on this side here, under the line of the frozen earth, you'll see where it's leaking from as well. Leaking there, but yet still comes out the stacks that are very black for a gas truck. And we'll jump down the side. She's actually idling really nice and smooth like she normally does, and that's where she should idle around. And we got some temperature on it. So, what are we at? We're at 40 degrees right now. So, I'm going to shoot another video in the morning. The check engine light was for the TPS sensor, because when the mechanic unplugged it, the light came on. Because it was like idling crazy. Now, one of the things I've heard about with the Dodges, being I've owned it since I was 17, it's 2001. I don't need to burn up any more fuel. Is that the truck's computer needs to like idle out for a little bit. You know, it has to cycle and stuff for it to acknowledge, you know, parts replaced and if there's any quirks with it. And the truck is really strange because I've known for years, we always used to call it the possessed truck, because it will do like the weirdest fucking shit one day, and then like for like 4 years it doesn't do it again until like later on down the road. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I probably really should remove this fucking crap right here. It's, you can see that it's not helping with rust and shit. But anyway, eventually she'll be repaired and repainted and stuff once we work out all the bugs and shit. We can go back to vacation during the summer, and the Challenger will finally be able to drive. You can put like mud tires on the back of it. It's annoying as hell. I got stuck in my frickin' on the grass. I'm stuck in the grass. What the fuck? So that's currently right now the weird situation is going on with the truck. It was idling really rough. But like I said, I just bought a map sensor for it, which is this one here. I bought a couple of them, so I have extras. That's the TPS right there. I got those coming, and then on the back side of it is the IAC, and they replaced the IAC, and then I went to go leave the shop and went right up to 1,100 RPMs and change. Kind of bounced around by it, and then we unplugged. I didn't, but he did. The guy that was working on my truck, he unplugged the connector for the TPS. It idled down, and then he plugged it back in, and it's been fine since. I left the shop probably like 2 or 3 hours ago, and then just now I just put that stuff in it, waiting for the engine to cool down. I checked the oil, I put it in, put that cleaner in. We'll see what happens throughout the week. So I'll start it up tomorrow morning, around nice 3 o'clock in the morning. She should be a nice 13-degree engine, so we'll see what happens. But I definitely want to try to watertight everything. I mean, you can see the amount of splash that can come in here. It's really bad, especially with these tires. I really want to, one of my projects is to seal up the whole bottom of this engine bay, even right by the shock mount over there. Put a cover over that, so that covers up there, and then all down here and stuff, that's all exposed to the earth. I want to completely seal that up somehow. So there's nothing. I mean, look how exposed it is on that side. If I hit a nice puddle, the water's coming right in. I mean, being that you can see the tires from there, that's because that's where the fender kind of is exposed to the outside air, unfortunately. You know, so I definitely want to seal that shit up, get rid of all those openings, try to frickin' eliminate. And then my hood scoops here, I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna cover those guys over, and that'll stop that shit going on as well. I know we have like rain coming in the next couple of days, so I'm gonna make a nice little cover out of foam and just shove it in there and shit, and just hopefully that'll stop it. Because if you notice where they sit, they go right down on top of, right on top of the alternator and right over by the other side of the engine. That was for an old air intake system I had in here, and I don't have it anymore, so it's time to kind of delete those hood scoops, and eventually I'm going to replace the hood altogether and put something else here. Maybe I'll go back to the OEM style head, get rid of these freaking uglies, because I don't need them anymore. They're pointless at this time, it's kind of stupid. So the hood obviously needs repainted. It's so fucked up from out the years, so it's like one of those things I might as well just bite the bullet and buy a brand new hood. New hood, new grill, new headlights. This thing's got to go get some body work done. As you can see, there's a nice this is nice. It's been getting worse throughout the years. So alright guys, that's my current update on the 01 Dodge Ram on the rough idling situation. Fucking wacky shit sometimes with this truck.